Season 19 moves slowly. The calm before an emotional storm begins quietly. Amy Fleming is shown standing early in the morning outside the barn, surrounded by the golden Alberta sunrise, in the first episode. The same tranquil imagery that has always characterized Heartland can be seen as the horses gently move in the background. But this time, there's a weight in Amy's eyes, a quiet longing. It's been years since Ty's passing, and although she's learned to live again, a piece of her heart has always stayed with him. The writers use nostalgia and reflection to masterfully set the mood. In a nod to her own struggles, Amy spends the first part of the episode working with a troubled horse. She seems to show her strength and pain in every move and kind word she says to the animal. Jack, always the wise grandfather, notices her distant expression. He asks softly, "You okay, Amy?" She responds with a faint smile, "Yeah, Grandpa, I'm just thinking." Then subtle hints begin to appear. In one of Lyndy's storybooks, Amy discovers an old picture of her and Ty. The memory hits hard. Short, emotional cuts of Ty at the clinic, riding Spartan, and holding Lyndy the baby are shown to us. These are not just flashbacks, rather, they are emotional arrows pointing to something significant. The camera lingers on Heartland Ranch, peaceful, timeless, but full of ghosts. A knock on the door breaks that peace. Lou opens it and freezes. The music slows, the light shifts. Ty Borden is there, old, worn out, but still alive. The return the entire fandom never stopped dreaming about has just become reality. When Amy first sees Ty, it's like time stops. She doesn't say anything, she doesn't need to. Her face says it all, disbelief, the rush of joy, confusion, and years of buried pain all flood in at once. She takes one slow step forward, her eyes wide and trembling. Ty barely mentions her by name. Amy. And in that moment, every viewer feels it, the years of separation, the unanswered prayers, the deep bond that never truly broke. Amy's hands shake as she reaches out to touch him, afraid he might vanish. However, when her fingers touch his, the world immediately returns. The tears, the relief, the overwhelming realization that he's real. Amy's emotional journey in this scene is the heart of the episode. She doesn't immediately fall into his arms. Instead, she steps back. She needs answers. How, why now, where has he been? The camera captures every flicker of emotion in her eyes, love fighting with disbelief, trust battling with pain. For a long time, she thought she had moved on, learned to live for Lyndy, for Heartland, for herself. But now, everything she built seems to tremble under the weight of this impossible miracle. Ty explains the accident, his confusion, and the time he spent recovering away from everything in fragments. He thought he was protecting them by staying gone. Amy listens, heartbroken yet relieved. Years of love, pain, regret, and longing are broken down word by word in a raw, emotional exchange that follows. Amy admits how lost she felt without him, how she tried to stay strong for Lyndy but never stopped missing him. Ty, weeping, admits that he thought about her every day and dreamed of returning home, but feared he had already lost his place. Ty, you never lost it, Amy says quietly. You simply misplaced it. That line has a powerful impact. Their hands finally meet as they sit in silence, not out of need, but out of understanding. I can't promise I'll make up for every missed moment, but I can promise I'll spend the rest of my life trying, Ty tells her. Despite her tears, Amy smiles. That's all I ever wanted. The scene ends not with a kiss, but with a quiet embrace, two souls finally finding their way back to each other after being lost in life's storm. They are shown sitting together under the endless Heartland sky as a representation of hope, healing, and eternal love when the camera pans out. And that brings us to the end of Ty Borden's grand return in Heartland Season 19, Episode 1, an episode that captures everything we love about this show, family, healing, and the beauty of second chances. What were your thoughts regarding Ty's return? How did Amy's reaction make you feel? And what do you anticipate from Season 19? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Next Flying, and press the notification bell if you enjoyed this deep dive and want more Heartland Universe updates and emotional breakdowns.